Hello there, my friends. Well, this lesson is very closely related to the idea of harmonizing, okay? But we've added a little bit of an extra info. So, see, when we talk about the G major scale, we have the following notes, right? We have G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and G, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the octave, of course. Well, as you know, out of each of these notes you can create a chord, right? You have G major, A minor, B minor, C major, we have D major, A minor, and we would have, of course, F sharp diminished. Let me see how I could better play it. Like this, for instance. You know the shape, right? Flat 3, flat 5, and G major here, if you want. You can play these chords anywhere. I just picked some positions which were at hand at that point in time, right? So, the statement that Tanisha makes in the lesson talks about the fact that this scale, the G major scale, can be regarded as having 7 permutations, which are called modes. When we say permutations, we refer to the fact that that scale can take different names in respect to the fact that we can play it starting from each note that makes up that scale, right? That's why he plays the Dorian mode, so the second mode, out of the second step of that scale. The Phrygian mode out of the third step of that scale, so B Phrygian. C Aeolian from the fourth step. D Mixolydian from the fifth step. A Aeolian from the sixth step. And F sharp Locrian from the seventh. And finishes with the Ionian again, so the natural major scale. These are only notes, names for the modes of that particular scale, but the notes that make up these modes are exactly the same notes that make up the G major scale, or the natural major scale that we talk about. It could be any other major scale, but they are reoriented. So they start and end on a different note, but the notes making them up are the same as the major scale that they have been created from, in our case, the G major scale. And knowing this, we can associate each chord that is created from each step of that major scale with the particular mode that is being started from that same note in that same major scale. Hopefully you understood this idea, and you can get on with the lesson and see what's how Tanisha uses this concept in the lesson. If this is still unclear, we can develop it, but you let me know, okay? And regarding that C minor idea, it doesn't really matter how a guitar is tuned, because the scales have the same notes. The positions will differ because of the fact that the tensions of the strings will change, and the notes will be positioned in other places on the neck. But that's not to be a hindrance to you, because the C minor scale is the C minor scale in a standard tuned guitar and on a guitar which is tuned into drop C, for instance. The positions will vary, but the notes stay the same. Okay? So, if you, for instance, play with a friend that is tuned down to drop C, and he plays in the key of C minor, you will use the C minor scale to improvise, for instance, if you want, right? The C minor scale will be here on a standard tuned guitar, but the notes will be those notes on any guitar, right? Only their positions will differ. So we have C, G, E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, and C. Okay? Now, for instance, if I take a guitar which is tuned into drop A, let's say. I'm going to take the baritone, okay? Let's see what's going on here. For instance, the C minor scale will be played here. It's a little bit out of tune, but it doesn't matter. See, I just notice where the C note is here and play the notes which make up the C minor scale. So instead of starting on the 3rd fret on the A string as I would start on a standard tuned guitar, I'm going to start on the 3rd fret on the 3rd string here. See, this guitar is tuned like A, so from thick to thin we're going to have A, E, A, D, F sharp, and B. But clearly, if this is the A string, we're going to have A sharp, B, and C, right? So this is where the C note is. This is where I'm going to play the C minor scale from. Now, if I'm going to take the drop C tuned guitar, which is this one, so the Chiaroscuro Islander is tuned into drop C, you're going to notice that the C minor scale is here. Sorry. This is where the C note is, right? It's just a matter of rearranging the notes in respect to the tuning, but the scales will always stay the same. Same notes will make them up, okay? So, if you still have questions, write me, or even record a little video of your own, maybe? Cheers, man.